Good evening, everyone. It's Tuesday night. It's time for another show and share. This is where we love to show off our projects, especially if they're successes, and maybe inspire someone else to do the same thing. Also, we always like to commiserate with any challenges and or possible failures of that same project. It's also very encouraging for new makers to know that even those of us who have experience still work at it a little bit. So I won't waste any more time, and we're going to listen to Thea talk about working on her Merry Christmas.
Also known as Smocking 201. In Smocking 101, we learned how to embroider on a flat piece of quilted or of pleated fabric, and then we made the heart after the fact. And this was the inspiration piece I found in the book. It's a pleated Christmas tree ornament. And in order to get it without any visible seams, you actually put the fabric on the styrofoam ball and then smock it, which isn't hard for most of the embroidery because you're working in the top of the pleat, so you don't need the back side of the fabric. But these are called a lazy daisy stitch, and you actually dive under the fabric and come back up at the tip to tack it down. I shouldn't have tried this for my very first time. Some of them turned out quite well. Some of them were a horrible mess. But overall, I'm happy enough that I'll give it to Mommy for Christmas. Any questions?
So how did you get the fabric on, or is it purchased like that, or do you?
No.
That's a lot of ironing.
I have a reed pleater. It's a little mechanical tool that has teeth that go together. So it folds the fabric and stuffs it on the needle for you.
Okay.
So then you end up with all the pleats, and all you have to do is steam it to get it to set.
Okay.
You can do this by hand, which is very tedious because you have to pick up the top of like each pleat.
Okay,
So-
you pleat it and you tack it.
You pleat the fabric, and then you block it to size, and then you wrap it around the ball and sew the seam so it's there, and then with your extra pleating threads, you actually pull it tight. And so that keeps it on the ball, and then you do the embroidery around it.
How long did that first part take you?
Setting up the ball only took an hour. And then each line took 45 minutes to embroider. Any other questions? Thank you.
Well, I think this would be a good time to mention that we have someone from PBS here filming. They won't be taking your faces, but if you're up here, you may end up on a PBS special, so to speak, if you will. So we're going to go on to the next one. Joe has a group sculpture. I always like stuff from Joe.
Hello, everybody. This one actually isn't from me. This is from many of you who have come through the Metalworking 101 class. If you've been through the class, you know that towards the end of it, everybody kind of makes a contribution to the group sculpture. And it's been going on for 2 years, maybe 2.5 now. But it's getting big enough and dangerous and sharp enough that it's time that the end of the year has come. Next year we're going to start another sculpture. I brought it out. When we began it, we had the foresight to put it on casters at least. The old original one, oh man, I did mess that up. The old original one was so heavy and bulky, we had to put it on a pallet and move it around with the pallet jack. So this one at least, but you can see, like maybe some of you have contributed and you remember where yours is at, but we've had a lot of fun times putting this thing together ourselves. Throwing sparks. And it's a fun way to like you can see even like somebody made a little Johnny Five head over here, and there's all kinds of little fun parts to it. Some people have signed their initials into it. So it's definitely, we've made a lot of people official metal sculptors. But yeah, so it'll probably be parked out there by the blacksmith shop with the sculpture garden out there, and we'll begin the next one. Yeah.
Does it have a name/title?
Oh, maybe we should come up with one for that. I like that idea. Maybe we'll have a little suggestion poll. But
It looks like a monster with the eyes and the claws.
and whatever direction come at it from, it looks different. So it's kind of fun that way. And but yeah, so good job, everybody.
Will there be a ceremonial march out to the blacksmith?
I think that to get it across the gravel, we'll need some help. So yeah, there will be a march of some kind, whether it's a ceremonial or a death march or whatever it is. It'll be. But yeah. So all right. I know that's just as entertaining as anything else.
That's great. Thank you, Joe. And sometimes it does take a village, just like with Joe's project. It took a lot of people. So, Lori, come talk to us about your village.
All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Lori. So I made I first have to catch you up real quick. The Kermit the Frog was a huge hit for my son. He spent like an hour making the voices, the name. Oh my gosh, yeah, the cat, everything, tact. It was awesome. So he loved the Kermit the Frog. So this, I made a gift. This was for my daughter's birthday in August. Finally got it done. So, but I said it takes a village because it really takes a village to help me make anything here. And I love it. I love that I can come and ask people for help in their expertise in their department, and I got some amazing help. And if it weren't for my friends here, I would not have been able to make this amazing flower press. So I wanted to show you guys what it entails. And my daughter, she just graduated with a fine arts degree, and she has a minor in ecology and evolutionary biology and a minor in environmental science. So a flower press, she draws plants, bugs, and animals, and she loves doing flower projects. So, but this is a beautiful piece of cherry wood that was cut, and Neil helped me with this first part, with the wood and the hardware. So we took 3/8 rod, is that what it is? Yeah, 3/8 rod, and it was cut into 5-inch lengths, and then wonderful the wing nuts, thank you, and washers are down here to protect the wood and here, and there's 4 washers, there's 4 screws and washers to make, or wing nuts to make sure it's nice and tight, because underneath the 2 layers of wood, and I sanded the wood, cut the holes, made sure I put 2 layers, both layers of wood together, and drilled them together at the same time. Oh my gosh, thank goodness I did that. That was a huge pain though, to be able to do, to hold it together. And then I wanted to show you what's on the inside, because after I got the wood part done and the hardware, and Tracy sat with me on Inkscape, and because I have taken the laser cutting class at least 3 times, but never really even tried to do it, okay? I took the class thinking, I'm gonna get to this, and I never really did it. And I usually get caught up with Inkscape. So Tracy sat with me and helped me figure out how to cut these amazing pieces of cardboard. And when I sat with her, I got all the measurements wrong because I was just going for my brain. So then I came in thinking I was going to be all right and do great, and I came in on, I think it was a Saturday, and thank goodness Larry was here because Larry helped me refresh my mind on how to refresh my memory and how to do it. He let me go step by step by all the instructions. But then when I printed it, I realized all my pieces were the wrong size. I'm like, my memory was not good, which I should just realize that. So he sat down with me, made like 5 different versions to get the right size. And what it is these pieces of cardboard need to fit in between the bolts. So I got those cut out. It was fantastic. I actually came back today to cut, because I had another box of cardboard, and I cut 6 more pieces. And I didn't remember that I think I picked the wrong file, and I cut 6 pieces the wrong size. So if you ever do something on Inkscape, you do it wrong, you send it over there, just delete it, okay? Delete it. Don't think you're gonna remember what you changed the title to, because I have a whole bunch of these that don't fit. But then in between the layers, because you're pressing flowers in between each layer, there's a couple different types of paper you can use. They suggest using like an all cotton, or you don't want to use wax paper. Some people say wax paper, but can make things moldy. And I wanted to give my daughter options. So I have watercolor paper that I just hand cut, which is so easy. That's my jam. Okay, didn't need any help with that. And I did a newsprint, so in between the layers, so she has some options. But I gotta tell you, it takes a village to help make something. So I wanted to thank everybody to help me make this for my daughter, and I know she's just gonna really, really enjoy it. So, but it's beautiful wood, beautiful stuff, and she can make something with it. Also, yeah, if you can't turn, this only goes on one way, because I cut the holes individually, and I don't think I measured real well. I eyeballed it a little bit. But thank you. Any questions? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
August 2024 or 25?
Her birthday was August 2024. So this is a late gift. Yeah, she knows she's getting it, but I saw her in October, but I get to see her on Sunday, so I'm taking it to her. So I had a little bit of leeway. Yeah, and she's understanding. She knows I'm kind of a hot mess. So, yes, what's your question back there?
How often do you have to replace the cardboard? Like every time, or do
Oh,
you use it?
nope, the cardboard can be used multiple times. It just adds a nice cushion. The paper, quite honestly, I believe she may want to change out the newsprint every time, but I have multiple layers on the bottom cut out. But probably the watercolor paper, because it's nice and thick, as long as there's not a bunch of absorption, she can use that over and over again too. But the cardboard could probably last for a really long time. Mm-hmm. Yes, and there was another question in...
Will watercolor paper pick up some of the dye off the flowers?
It could, yeah, quite honestly, because some of it's actually absorbing the liquid out of it, so you could get some pretty colors and stuff off there too. And quite honestly, if she wanted to, she could even press some of the flowers right into the watercolor paper and use that as a project. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you show us pictures of maybe some of these flowers that she sends you in the future?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
What's
Yes.
the results?
All right, results. Along with what?
The videos of Kermit?
Yes, the videos of Kermit. He's been working. He said he wants to do ventriloquism now. And I'm like, yes. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Lori. That's just a great reminder of what a great community we have here. Everybody's helping. Next on my list, I saw Andrew here. I think we have an update on Andrew's tower project, maybe?
Yeah. I've already took the list.
Well, I had the list taken. Do you
No,
want
no,
to share?
I didn't put my name on or anything, but if you already took the list, I'm good to go.
You're good to go.
Okay. But yeah, so I figured today was pretty much, oh, hello, part came out. Let's see, well, that's a different part. But one of the plugs came unplugged here. Let's see if I can do a little bit of magic for y'all here in just a minute. So today I figured today's the last day before Christmas time comes around. And, well, I didn't have any time. So there I am at work in my cubicle assembling Nakatomi Plaza.
I won't tell.
And so I got it up and running, and I got some looks. Today. Oh, well, well, it works. I'm not gonna play with that right now. Whatever. So you just have to imagine the red and white pattern below it. I can't believe that came unplugged, but not shocking. So today was pretty much the last day of being able to pull this off, and I pretty well did it. There's a lot more refinement to do, as you can see, but for the most part, I got it pretty well completed. I do plan on refining this a little bit more after Christmas, but I had to have some kind of working prototype before you guys tonight, and I definitely wanted to show it to you. And I got a few people shown, so people will actually believe me that it actually works. So, and so yeah, that's pretty much all I have. So yeah, this is completed Nakatomi Plaza, and after show and share, you will definitely see this working. So yeah, that's all I got. Thank you.
So Andrew, I will go ahead and kind of make the announcement that you actually have another week, because we do show and share every Tuesday, regardless.
Well, the thing
So
is,
next Tuesday.
I'm going to be out of town.
Oh, well, now that I can't help.
Is that dedication to Nakatomi Plaza, though?
I'm pretty sure my sister killed me though, so
Well, you might have your own bloody scene at the towers, right?
I might be falling off that building.
Yeah. All right, we have another sign up. Carter, you have a mixing console chassis, medium?
Hello. This is what I've got. It's 2 parts with prop. It's for this GL 3300 mixing console for my home studio. And my goal is to make it like a Murphy bed, so it flips up into the wall. And what I've been doing so far is taking this and tracing the outline. This is the side that you can see right there of the chassis. And I did the by hand CNC water jet, which for me is a jigsaw. And so traced this onto a piece of metal and added this tab here, which is for the hinge, basically. So the idea is to be able to, after all the holes are transferred and drilled onto this piece, to be able to set it back between this outside piece and the extrusions, the threaded extrusions that the plate is bolted into, just kind of like a spacer. And then for this piece here to be bolted into the frame of the window, the studio window that it goes into, and to be able to fold it up out of the way. So that is what I've been working on, and we'll see how it goes. That's what I got, thank you. This piece here or the console? I mean, I don't know for either of them. But at least now you know what I don't know. Oh, questions? Yeah. Okay.
Do you have, does it balance when you bring it up, or do you need like a latch to keep it at the top?
So my plan is to start with the simplest possible version, which would be using a latch. And then down the line, I'd love to add gas hinges so that it's a little bit slick and keeps itself up. Yeah. Yeah.
Does it have cabling coming out the back? Are you gonna have to do any cable management?
Yeah, it does. Let's see if I have a picture handy. There's a chance I know I have one. I don't know if it's handy. Okay. This is what the back looks like. You know? Bunch of cables, bunch of jacks. And that's another kind of built-in function is the way this will sit into the wall. When it folds up, I'll be able to access the cables. So I'm excited about that because otherwise the cables are all, like there's tons of them. And if you want to redo anything, how do you get to it? You know, if it's right up against the window. Anything else? Anybody else? What you got?
Pictures when you got it installed.
Do what now?
When you have it installed, the working.
Oh, bring pictures? Okay, sounds
Show how
good.
it went together.
Oh,
You don't wanna have a Kermit situation.
a Kermit situation? What does that mean?
Catch her after showing you.
Okay. Oh, this is also my shout out too. So some of on the meter bridge, I don't know if you can see very well, not all of the meters actually light up. It's very clear on the picture on the phone. It's not coming through there, but you can kind of see certain ones light up and certain ones don't. And I also have some other electrical needs and electrical, like soldering and that kind of stuff. It's like not really my strong suit, and I'd love to receive some support. What's up? G&L, let's see, Allen and Heath, I believe, is the brand. G&L is the series or whatever, yeah. Yep. And I got it earlier this year and haven't got a chance to do a whole lot with it, but I'm really excited because I play music and I love to play music with other people and record music with other people, all that kind of thing. So, and I don't think I really know much of anybody here. So my name's Carter. I'm local. I live up in East Knoxville, not too far away, a few miles down the road. And nice to meet all you guys. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Carter. And we do appreciate having follow-ups. That's for sure. Yeah. So did anybody else have a share they would like to come forward? Yes, Amy.
Hi everyone, I have even more dyeing and crocheting that I've been doing. This is a shawl that I'll zoom out. Okay, it looks a little grayer on camera, but it's like a yellowish green. I used grape leaves and iron. Last time I tried it a couple years ago, it turned out as like this really dim kind of yellow. I added iron because I wanted it to be, supposedly, it makes a nice green. A nice olive green, which is not what this is. You guys might remember from last time I showed something I dyed that I mentioned having an unlabeled jar of white powder. I didn't know what it was. And I'm pretty sure I had made the same mistake with this yarn. But I had meant to make something out of it and then try garment dyeing, like just over dyeing, garment dyeing after I made it. Just because I hadn't done that before. I always dye the skeins and then make something. But I decided I wanted to make something bigger and learn a new Tunisian crochet stitch. So this I think is called the arrowhead stitch. The edges are still done in this kind of honeycomb style because it doesn't curl. And then the body of it, I'll just show, is all with that new stitch that I just learned. I think this is the largest thing easily the largest thing I've Tunisian crocheted so far. But yeah, it's nice. It's wool. It's like a nice little office thing in case, it's heated for men, so I get kind of cold. But yeah, that was the thing is, I guess Also, I might pass it around. Let me know if you think I should over dye it. I have some leftover goldenrod that'll give it a yellowish tinge, or just completely blitz this color and dye it pink with some pokeberry that I have from the fall as well. But yeah, that's my project. Oh, and I found a stray cat when I was picking the. I think I might have showed photos of her because I was trying to get her adopted. She has a home now. But yeah, I found. You guys seem like you might be cat people who want to see photos of her, so I will pull some up. Actually, I will pull some up that her new owner sent me today because they didn't know that she could stick her paw in the door and open it, so she was getting into the food during the day, and she has put on so much weight. She, as her new mom called it, she really has hips now. And she is so fat. She was not that fat when I found her. But yeah, she's very sweet. Her new name is Tweety, like Tweety Bird. And yeah, I found her when I was picking these grape leaves in my apartment complex. Yeah, that's all. That's the whole project.
And you saved a cat too.
She's very sweet.
Thank you, Amy. I'm trying. I have so many projects going right now, and Tennyson crochet is one of the things I started, but I didn't do a lot of. So it's good to see the finished product. Yeah. I think there was another hand. Yes, come on up.
Hi, my name's Arturo. This is my first time showing and sharing, but these are going to be Christmas gifts, so it's kind of the last chance to show them off. And what I have are a couple stained glass pieces. If any of you are familiar with the video game Destiny, you'll recognize this guy. He's the ghost. He's basically your little companion the entire time. Oh, it's flipped. Yeah. And this was the first time I tried a black patina, or patina. I don't actually know how to say that word. Patina, thank you. And it came out rather nicely. Usually I just leave things silver, like this one. Which I'm rather proud of. It's a dragonfly from my mom, because she loves dragonflies. Yeah, I'll put it in here. And this one is much more stained glassy because it's like transparent instead of the opaque glass of the other one. But yeah, that's all I got.
I tried putting patina to get a black finish.
Yes.
It turned out more brown. What's your secret?
Did you spray it with the quick clean after? Okay, don't do that actually, because it takes it off. Yeah. So I put this on like very liberally, and then I let it sit for a little while, and then I wash it off with water, and then I hit it with the wax. Because I found out that if you use, even though it says to use it after like treating on the quick clean, if you use it on like the black, it'll strip it off. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
How long have you been doing stained glass? A super long
A
time?
year?
You
No.
just picked it up last year?
Like, yeah, it's about a year. Yeah. And mostly self-taught. Yeah. Thank you.
I'm finding myself wishing I was on your Christmas list. All right, any more shares? Yes.
Hi, I'm John. This is my first laser cut project. So it's for a Secret Santa, someone who really likes Ariana Grande. So.
Microphone, please.
Right here? We good? Okay. This is my first laser cut project. It's a Christmas ornament. Put the hook right there. pretty straightforward. I just did a raster print and then cut the outline of it, everything, and then put a stain on it, which I think turned out pretty good. Yeah. So, yes.
Who's the girl?
That's Ariana Grande. The person who's getting this is a big fan. And they just mentioned that they can't find any, like, Christmas ornaments of her in conversations. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I can do that. So, yeah. Yes.
Don't you mean Linda?
Linda? Yeah. Oh, no, she's got black hair here. Right? That's right, yeah. Linda's a blonde.
Is it two-sided?
No, it's not. I stained the other side. You can see the wood grain really well on this side. But no, I've not really figured out how to get two-sided on a laser print. That would be hard to do. But
I'm not the person.
yeah, you'd have to line it up very carefully when you flip it over. Or use two pieces and glue it together. That might work. All right. Thank you.
Oh, another Christmas list. Okay. Are there any other shares? Okay. Well, that will then conclude the show and share portion of the program. For announcements, we will have a new members onboarding after this. We'll take a 15-minute break maybe and then reconvene. No? 5 minutes, right? So run to the bathroom if you've got to take care of that. Also, if we can get volunteers to change the filters in the Bay 2 here for the AC and the jet filters in the wood shop. And then I think there's a new one back in welding as well. Yeah. So that would be great if we can get the filters changed. Again, we're just a community here. We're all volunteers, and we appreciate all your help. So with that, go out, make some stuff. All right.